They'll play fake. Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got a run, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. J.K. Dobbins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the pre. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Let's go on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. From the 24, Watson. And he'll just get rid of it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a first down throw, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Watson. Complete to Olave on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught by Thielen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. after the sack on first down. Watson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They find some open field here. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He finds Watson complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Watson on first down. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith catches left side. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. On fourth down, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Cards are pouring it on. Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a lot.
He's got a man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Shoves him away, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Watson's throw brought in by Watson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Watson on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
In motion right is Jones. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Christian Watson.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Gets past him at the 10.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now Watson throws another interception.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Seahawks coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
Hey,
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Brady. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Here's Hardman to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Samson Abuka able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Smith.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, now Brady. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, and Walker has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 1 quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Kenneth Walker, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Hall again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Hall. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time this far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Brady now to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The final shot here before break. Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
From the 31, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Under under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Smith. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch. coach, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Williams brings it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. On 1st down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Hardman. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Play action. It's Smith. He's got this to Williams, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Eagles come to the line to start their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Hardman on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 24, Smith under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
One last throw here for Smith.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.